Listen. Yeah. Yes, God. Get that out of there. You know what? Every single time I try to do this, I swear is so right. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you're at in the world. It's your boy Matty-Rants. Thanks for tuning in. And listen, we're about to get into RuPaul's Drag Race Season 18, Ep.7, Drag Queens for Change. We're back to satirical political ads that are going to give us some results that maybe we were expecting and some that we weren't. I was quite sad at who was eliminated this week because I definitely consider them possibilities for the final four. But, you know, hey, the wheels do turn. We do get those Raider Queen results, and it does, you know, fire some people up and then raise questions for others. Jamal Sims was there and Leland. It was an interesting episode, if you will. I did find some of those political ads to be actually funny. Honestly, some of the ads, I was like, okay, they did that. They did that. But a few little tough. And the category for the runway, you know, was see-through. So this will be entertaining. But how you doing, everybody? Welcome, welcome. It is Valentine's Day today. So happy Valentine's Day to you all. I hope you feel love in some sort of way, whether it is with a partner, a friend, family, or possibly for yourself, because you should always love yourself first, right? But if you all don't have any plans today, at least just spend some time with me here and we can love on each other, okay? So make sure you send somebody some love today and make sure you feel that love for yourself because you most certainly deserve it. And I'm just glad that you chose to tune in for me today, just to be here and show you what's going on. So, hey, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and put the comments up because you are a part of this conversation too. What's up, chat? What's going on today? As you can see, we needed to get the hair done. We needed it. I needed some TLC on my scalp. Trust and believe here. But shout out to my girl Chanel. She always do it right with it. I actually posted the video of the process, a little bit of it on Instagram if you want to see. But yes, I'm not going to keep you too long today because I actually do have Valentine's Day plans today and I need to get to those set plans. So yeah, we're going to make sure that this is not a long-winded long-winded lying winded review today. Now, I was planning to do a video on Sunday, but I have plans again. They're transferring over from today to tomorrow as well. But there will be a live that I do probably Tuesday. And it will be a hot topic related one. And I am aware of the minglings and things of going on in the internet streets about particular apologies and people found out things and And some people have been asking my opinions on it. And it's Black History Month, so I definitely should be speaking on it. But I'm going to wait to do that then because I'd like to give that some time to breathe, to receive, and to not just react to somebody's admissions and responses and reactions, but there's also some other hot topic things we need to talk about and get to, and things around the world and and we're gonna get to all that, baby. We'll do that Tuesday. So I'm gonna take a little break after today for Sunday and Monday, and you'll catch me again on Tuesday here on this channel. And then of course Wednesday for UK versus the World Season 3. It's been a good season. It's been kind of a gag, but it's been a good season. And then of course back here again Saturday for Drag Race. But then this week too, because I was supposed to do a Dead by Daylight stream, on Thursday we'll be doing that. And then I forgot about Traders. Well, that's Patreon exclusive now. Because the show is not entertaining anymore. But yes, we'll get to all that. But it's Drag Race today, so let's do it to it. So hit that like button, share, subscribe, become part of this Rant Pack family. Hello and happy Valentine's Day to you all in this chat right now. I'm going to get my socials up, but let me say my highs first. Joel, thanks for being the first one in the room. And Marika, bonjour, all the way out there in France. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. Emrika is one of my main moderators, the OG main moderator. Appreciate you, my baby. Ebony, how you doing? Dara, how you doing, my love? What's going on, Dadar? Slaughter, how you doing, my baby? It is such a good cast that it's going to be kind of tough each and every episode going forward now, because I'm kind of like, dang, now whoever's left, everybody's kind of likable. Oh, y'all gonna gag. Y'all come here. Come here. Tap, tap, tap. I was living for Discord this week. It's time for it's just hey, disclaimer before we even do that. I actually was living for Discord this week. So listen, this program is for entertainment purposes only, and content's not intended to malign any religion, race, gender, company, individual, or wigs, and all opinions expressed by Matty-Rants and program participants are solely their personal views and do not affect the opinions of every human being on the planet, and no hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned in this program, so please don't be rude, grab your libations, and strap in a little bit of a talk. We're going to be here for a while, but I'll be posting these. Don't post any spoilers in the chat. And if you feel uncomfortable about viewing this program, consume some bad trivia. Consume some bad trivia. And have yourself a good poop. No, I actually was living for the, possibly an ad for a muscle stimulant, possibly. Something that I was living for Discord. I was living for Discord this week. And this is one of those moments where I'm so glad that we did talk about the alleged rumors on like previous videos prior to this season, but I told you every time, like, y'all, we have been down this road before where people just throw whatever out there. And then, how the girls like to feed off the foolery and stuff like that and everything else too, right? And so I went into this season with that on my brain. Like, there was this little thing, but it's like, you know what? Let me watch this show. I need to see how this person acts in characters, because you'll see microaggressions happen on TV shows. Isn't that right, Smith T? But when it comes to Discord, I'm seeing the opposite of a lot of that. And I'm actually finding myself liking them a lot. That walk is horrible, but that's it. The walk is horrible, but like, you can't, nothing feminine about it, but at the same time, you ate in this challenge. Like, the girls are like, she's saying Lydia B. Collins. Girl, she was doing Lydia Dietz. Stop it. I mean, Lydia Collins is low-key Lydia Dietz personified in full drag foolery form, but she was doing Lydia Dietz, and I appreciate that for my millennial self. But also just, I mean, it was a little Alaska, coded from, we've seen that before, but it was still good. And I also like that her and Nene are not like, I don't like you, but I'm not going to say that to you. And does she like me? But I don't know. I'm kind of glad that's wrapped a little bit, because I was like, I need that to be done. No shade. I was kind of happy. I was like, I'm kind of glad that kind of wrapped up a little bit, but there was some drama though, and somebody's fire does start to burn. So let's get to it. I'm sorry. I'm just speaking early in ahead, but I was in my reaction. I was watching the episode. I said, bitch, I think I have become a Discord. I was just sitting there going, you know what? I like this bitch. I do. I'm glad I waited some episodes. I said, I'm glad I took my time with her. And that's the joy of watching TV sometimes with reality television shows. You may not really feel somebody in the beginning, because you're like, I don't know. But then as you continue and you just leave that little space open, you figure it out and you're like, okay, that's what I wasn't getting, but now I get this. And I love all of that. And their personal story too. I'm almost want to fight whoever it was that threw all this stuff on their behalf. I'm like, Discord, who drop a name, sister? Because what? That's me. Like, how 98% of your who? Like, I literally had someone gasp who doesn't even watch the show when we were watching it just a second ago to get my notes up. Like, I'm sorry, they did what? Like, Like, I'm like, drop that name. Because, like, Because who is that? On us, fans, gather up, because you got me what? No, thank you. That was crazy to hear, but it's also not crazy at the same time based on the current climate. But let's get my social medias and let's get this started. At Matty-Rants everywhere except for Twitter, which is X now for some ugly reason. Musk. at the Matty-Rants right there. There's a link tree link. It'll take you everywhere you need to go. I also do reactions on Patreon. As for right now this month, it is as low as $1 a month, but starting in March on the 1st, I will be raising the lowest tier to $2 a month. Just an extra dollar. Two. There are other tiers as well that'll get you in the door, but the lowest tier is what will give you access to over now 750 plus videos on my Patreon. I think that little $300 I have to pay for Vimeo is actually worth it because y'all get to enjoy so many reactions from me. And I give you the full load of it. And, again, I'm not covering traders on YouTube anymore. However, on Patreon, I do my reaction review where I literally am stopping and talking and we're doing the full bit over there. And sometimes it's a mukbang. I have to cook. Sometimes I'm hungry and I want to cook food and I'm like, I got to share what I cook for the baby. So, we do that over there. But check me out on Patreon. It's a good time. And shout out to my Patreon family. Also, bookable on Cameo, merch available at dragqueenmerch.com. I'm an affiliate partner with Paramount Plus where you can catch all of RuPaul's Drag Race as well as the All-Star seasons. And one of my favorite shows ever to exist, actually two of my favorite shows to ever exist, South Park and Reno 911. You can get a free week on me with that link that's also provided there. Stay past the free week. I'm not going to incentivize it, but I'm going to tell you to stay past that week. He's not funny. Yes, I am. Okay, but moving forward and moving on. I also have a P.O. box. Send me something. I want to feel special. Shit. Don't send that. I will have to, we'll go to court for that. I do have time. And also, we have a Discord if you want to be a part of that chat. For the rant pack, you do have to take a little testy poo. Shout out to Liam for putting that together. But it's just to make sure that it's a safe space for all of us. There are multiple conversations happening, whether it is Drag Race spoilers, Drag Race conversations, Drag Race reactions. But also we do have the water cooler where maybe you just want to communicate with the rant pack and basically keep up with everybody. There's a music room where we share our favorite songs. And also, if you're a gamer, there's a Nintendo zone and a rando games, which is really a Dead by Daylight chat right now. Speaking of Nintendo Zone, I was blessed with getting something via V-Day, which is this Mario Tennis game that just recently came out. So that was lovely and great. But I gotta tell you, as someone who played the Nintendo 64 version of that game, and it was my obsession as a kid, they got it right. I don't care what anybody is talking about. I know the price tag is too high. I agree with that. It should just be a $59.99 game, but like, it is so fun. So if you were thinking about getting it and you're out there in the Switch 2 universe, I think it's actually going to be a game that's going to sell a little bit more than consoles because baby, I was over here like, I'm sorry, we can do what now? We can do who now? I can do this now? Customization with rackets. Everyone actually has stats that matter. Oh, we getting kind of interesting up in here. I love that kind of stuff. So shout out to it. Just get yourself through adventure mode. It's a little bit of a trudge. Other than that, you'll have a good time with it too. So yeah. You know what? I've never bought a Just Dance. And I have played it at other people's homes. And I don't know what it is, but something about me needing to follow, Bethany on the camera. I can't do that. Like, I find myself feeling silly because I'm like, why is she moving like this? Why is she acting so hard? And then I've seen them actually like record those sessions and it makes it so much funnier to me. But no, it's a good workout though. But with Mario Tennis, they've added those Wii motion controls. Like, how you have the Wii game, the Wii Tennis. So yes, that is now in the Mario Tennis game. So the Wii Tennis, everybody's swinging and stuff. You can do that in the Mario game now. And it worked. I was playing it yesterday, trying to figure out if it was going to be weird or not. Baby, Matt kind of fell a little bit yesterday, diving for a ball. I forgot that I was in my home. I was playing on expert mode. Bitch, I almost crashed into the patio glass. Like, I'm not even lying to you. I forgot I was playing a whole game. I thought I was on the court for real. It was so fucking funny. Bowser, bitch ass, can't stand him. But no. Just giving you all a little heads up for that. I love tennis. But I did shout out to my friend Gerald. It was his birthday the other day. We got to go to Top Golf. Shout out to Top Golf. That was fun. I did not score last, but I did score. Yes, I still play Animal Crossing. I have over 1,200 hours on Animal Crossing. So if you are in the Animal Crossing universe and you do have that new update, let me know if you do want to visit my island. It's pretty much done. There's like 2 sections I'm working on, but they're very small beach sections. And I'll get a dream address for you. And maybe you want to share your dream islands as well. But guess what? That's what the Discord is for too, because we all communicate those like gaming stuff and this, that, and the other there. So make sure you sign up for the Discord because that's where we put all that in there and we can like follow through with that and stuff. So yes. But yes, I'm currently working on the hotel right now. But I put it down so I can play some Mario Tennis Fever currently. Hi, Bubby. Mama's over here. Shout out to Tito Burrito. Thank you so much. Excuse me, new name, Torito. Thank you so much for the tippy on Venmo. Hey, Maddie, I'm at a bowling tournament. Struggling a bit, but watching you during our break. Work. Wish me luck. Good luck, Torito. Listen, you got this. I'm no 300 bowler, but on a really good day, I have been in the 2s. You got this, okay? And if it was Wii bowling, and then I'm in the 300s. It's going to be nothing but turkeys. You hear me? But good luck, Torito. Good luck. Good luck to you. And if you did want to throw any love in my jar for your boy hosting with the most in today, it does go a long, long way. Please and thank you. It is paypal.me/Matty-Rants, cash up $924, and Venmo/Rants. We do have some super chats, and we're going to get this show started, everybody. Drewski, thank you so much for the first super chat of the day. I'm at work and can't stay, but wanted to pop in and say, hey, the saddest part of this elimination is that I can't even disagree. The conflictedness I was feeling while watching the episode, because I'm like, yeah, like they needed to be at the bottom, but why I gotta be those two? Why I gotta be during BHM? Why are we having to sit through this? Alabama. Nah, damn, I was going through too, Drewski. Trust me, I was like, fuck, not my sister V. I was sad. Opinion holes 4550. Thank you so much for the super chat. Happy Valentine's Day, Maddie. Happy Valentine's Day to you as well. Feel that love. You deserve it. And thank you so much for being here. All right, kids. I'm done talking about so many other things outside this episode and pissing a couple people off because they have short attention spans. You have ADHD like me. You will get through it. As you get older, you understand that life is just going to be shit until you take some medication for it or just deal with it. Aha, hop, hop, pop. Let's go. Share screen. Window, click, share. Aha! All right, we're here. Let's see here. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me mute real quick. Okay. You done eating, mama? Because you was grubbing. Hey, my little asthma baby. I'm not going to put you on camera. I know you hate that. Love you. Okay. My little sniffs. All right. Oh, Florida Wildest Honey. There is running wild out there because you may be worried about the Dion sister, but child, Mikey Meeks has entered the chat, and you put that little girl, Aria Stark, in the bottom. Rosie O'Donnell in higher form over here is not going to take that. Do you understand me? I was mad for you, Mikes. I was. You deserve better, sweetheart. Not with that wig, but I get you were doing a show, right? Bet. Now, Athena, we're going to talk about some hypocrisy up in here today because you got some fucking nerve to go over here and tell people that you felt folks were voting a certain kind of way when you, bitch, set up the entirety of it all to even be in the positions that you were in. Now, let's clock in. Mia and Juicy 1 and 2 made sense. Everybody else was arguing your points and positions, but in reality, I give Athena her credit because yes, you did lobby those points quite well on the floor for the house. For the House vote, you did. But the Senate over here does not want to pass that bill, honestly. They're like, sister, what you talking about? Girl, you say we were wrong for how we were voting. And it was a tad bit like that. What's going on over here? And so I can see Jane wanting to gather her so bad, but Jane's one of those folks that doesn't want to like piss everybody off, and she'd rather make you laugh than just like go in and go off or whatnot. But even Darlene too. Darlene, you be confessional thugging. It's okay, sister. Sometimes you want to bark at them too, give them a little rah-rah, but I see you like chill out because you like, okay, they get a little too rowdy. They get a little too rowdy for me. I wanted to cack her real quick, but I don't know if I want that smoke just yet. But in that confessional, Darlene be laying the heat. Real talk. I'm talking about girl, Miss Athena. Let's be clear. Family and alliances and bonds were in play, but that also factored in for everybody else. Mind you, the first week everybody went, it was like, damn, Sierra in the bottom. So here's Sierra the second week. We have to make sure the votes keep me here. So what are we talking about today? Both groups were doing the same sort of thing. So to point more blame on the other is wild, but hey, it's Athena's world. I'm here for Kenya. Athena, shut the fuck up. What are you talking about, bitch? You low-key just putting everything on blast. Like, that's the point of this. We're all trying to act like we're gagged, even though we all played games to get where we were supposed to be. And Kenya was one of those people, let's clock in, who needed to be a socialite amongst the group, and a social game was necessary to make sure they were going to go on to the next week because we didn't know the words. But Kenya made sure I got one top spot. After that, how they vote, it don't matter because my points are going to equal up to where I'm going to be safe. That's the idea. The thing is, I get people saying Raider Queen needs to be fair and ABC should go off of the talent, but if we're playing a game and you have options available because you may not have gotten a great week when somebody's going to be just a tad bit more entertaining than you, and even your talent's great, but it's going to be hard to shine, you got to play it right because you could end up in the bottom like Mikey, who didn't really need to be there, to be honest with you. But Mikey wasn't playing, and I'm going to be real. I'm going to keep it. This is the part where I have to give Mikey like, all right, girl, I love you down, but let's talk about it. You weren't really lobbying as hard as everybody else was when it came to voting, and you were let in on some things. And this is from the edit. I don't know what happened, just so we're clear. This is from the edit, but you weren't going as hard as other folks. And it may be because you were like, my talent's going to be good. They can't deny me. And that's fine. It was great. And you shouldn't have been denied. But you also had somebody over there with this much lip telling everyone we have to put Discord in the bottom. And then when you have folks who are a part of Discord's group in the same, why are they trying to put her in there? Now they got to vote differently. Now they got to vote differently to make sure they're going to be good. That was the problem. And so Mikey is unfortunately, was in the position they were because of everybody else trying to make sure they were good, and she was left for the fight. I feel bad, but it's the truth. Jane had no alliance and her talent speaked for herself and got top placement. I see no issue. Correct. And I'm glad you're following along so you can still receive that I just said that Mia and Juicy couldn't be denied. The same thing goes for someone like Jane Doe. Mikey was someone who felt they could not be denied with their talent. And so they felt they didn't need to lobby the points, just like Jane felt that they didn't have to do it, even though they were in conversations. Mind you, there are also points that were made where no matter what, I'm going to put this girl in the front and this girl in the second. So I hope that you still can see we're on the same page here and nothing is missed. But yes, Mikey should have lobbied more and should have been, hey, if I end up being here, can you possibly make sure that you at least put me in number that? And that didn't happen. Who do we blame? I think I would blame Sierra. Because it was Discord. And then all of a sudden, okay, I don't think Discord is going to be in the bottom. So who else we go? What? It was kind of like, what? So we're doing this for Sierra? And then you saw the lip sync and it's like, oh, so you probably would have been gone anyways, like no matter what. Vita explains her positions to Mikey, like, hey, we all had to do something here to keep each other together. I wasn't gonna let my girl Discord go down. I was gonna let that happen. And I feel bad for the mics. But it's also now game time because, bitch, you have seen what the room can do to you when you feel you are safe with everybody. it's time to start being selfish, Mikey. I was here for it. She's like, I don't feel good, but I'm gonna have to come up and come in with it. Real talk. And the producers loved that for storylines. They did this week, especially. Because I do have some questions about judging. I'm not going to say that Mikey didn't deserve her win. I was so happy she won. Was there really a bottom three, or was there just a bottom two, and then everybody else was either high, safe, or high? I also felt like some people were making up reasons to say things about folks' commercials. Jamal, in particular, just like for Global. It's like, you got this man sitting here saying some random stuff. I'm like, what? Something about it was a little, I'll talk about it when I get there. It's just my opinion, not to be too much, but yeah. Raider Queen receipts are given very early. Thank you. Let's get this started. Let's get this out the way. I want to know what's going on. And so the part one rankings, first is Juicy, second is Mia, third is Nene, fourth is Darlene, fifth is Vita, and sixth, of course, was Sierra Mist. I did make sure to get each and every one of these. Now, Juicy could not be denied. The only reason that Kenya even voted second is because she made a deal with Mia. You keep me first, I'll do you first. Could not be denied. Mia, I love how Mia's like, that's fair. Mind you, somebody else is going to see that someone rated them third and they need to explain itself, or fourth. And I thought that was wild. And Jane, it's funny to me that Mia, you needed to explain to Jane why you voted her fourth, but she put you fourth. Not second, nor third. And we saw the talent shows. I found that interesting. I was like, how come you need to be okay? Me. I said, you know what? I'm gonna be quiet. Because I said, are these rules for thee and not for me? I hate people like that. I'm not saying that's her, but I thought that was interesting. Like, you both voted fourth for each other. So what are we talking about? Why you even feeling ways that she voted you fourth? Girl, you did her the same way. So, ow, right? Oh my God. Ooh, with Nene Coco. Baby, I saw a whole internal crash out happening. And I was like, please, God, don't let this girl lose her grip. She saw the scoring, y'all. Wow, was that really that bad? Why would they vote me? Like, get out of your head, sister. You had a great performance and a great show. You went the wrong week, all tea. It would have been different the following week. I feel in my soul that if Nene went week 2, it would have been her and Jane in the top 2. It wouldn't have been Athena. They wouldn't have been able to deny Nene. And that would have gagged Athena. Oh, that would have been great television. That would have been some great television. Darlene getting fourth. I'm talking about Mikey and Kenya putting them last, and I think it's so funny how Mikey's like, the girls don't like me, bitch. You voted Darlene last. I'm sorry. I found some of these votes to be so funny and how people were reacting. I'm like, are you looking at where you put people while you getting mad at people's opinions over stuff? Like, Vita, I don't need no one to judge me. Sister, those 2 weeks? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. It don't apply this week, but that week it did. Sierra's, hey, Mikey, how you feeling now? You gave that girl fourth place and she put you last, sister. Hate it for you, but that nice shit gotta go. Part 2 rankings with Jane Don't first, Athena second, Kenya third, Discord fourth, and Mikey fifth. Now this is where it got real funny. Because Jane over here, I'm talking about Mia. What are you explaining shit for? That girl literally put you in the same spot. Fuck her. No, I love you, Jane. I'm just saying. I'm playing, but like, what do you mean? Let me explain myself. I see we see each other as fourth. Okay, bad. That'd be me. Shit, I ain't explaining nothing. You got the position you got. I see what you voted before. Peas and carrots. Thanks. Because Athena's scoring is wild. I'm not going to lie. Juicy makes sense. Yes. Mia had to do that because she gave her word to Kenya. Okay. And I'm thinking of week 2. All right. This is very, we love Athene and it's fine. And I did like her performance, but I don't know. I would have gave her 3rd or 4th. I probably would have gave her 3rd. Am I thinking about that in terms if I switch weeks, Matt? I think I am. I'm like, wait, let me look at the rest of this list. Oh, yeah, she didn't know the words. Would I have put Discords over hers? I mean, Mama was in the rolly chair pretending to play her instruments, but she can't play them. It was just recorded. Do I still feel the same way? No, I would have been, oh, no. I thought Mikey was hot. That's right. Okay, there we go. I was like, where's my brain going with this? I thought Mikey was higher. I was here for the Frankenstein, I was here for the foolery. I'm sorry, I was. I like the Muppet Show. Now what? 3rd place was Kenya. Sister, when I tell you, baby, these two could have did you in, Bob, but that first spot got your ass and saved you, and even Vita do it 2nd. Them points pulled you up. I'm here for it, though. Kenya ended up being 3rd, lobbying her position very well, very, very well. But I don't know why Nene needed to tell her that her shit was generic and basic. I thought that was kind of weird. No shade, Nene. This is a little odd. Like, why are you even explaining yourself? Like, did we miss that cut where Kenya's like, well, why did you vote me last? Because I didn't hear her say that. Sometimes I felt like we were missing prompts for points. I don't know. It felt like some people were like, let me explain myself. But I'm thinking to myself, Nene, why are you even initiated that? Like, girl, I'd have been quiet. Like, ooh, I guess I did vote you that way. Mind you, you were over here disappointed. Hold on. Over these numbers. I just thought that was weird. I was like, why are you adding on top of that? I just thought it was generic and basic. We've already seen it before. I was thinking to myself, well, damn. Did you need to tell her that? Like, okay, bet. Okay, got it. Look at Mia's face. Hold on, let me move my thing. Look at me. See, when y'all be like, Maddie, you remind me of Mia sometimes. This is some shit I'd be doing. The face I'd be making while Nene's saying that, and Kenya right behind me with her hand on my shoulder, because I know she probably gripping my shoulder just a little bit. And I'm just like, all right, girl, you gonna get her, or you just gonna let it be? Because what she talking about? At least she told it to her face. That's true. Because, if it had been somebody else that we know in this cast, child, that confessional would have been red hot with breath. Speaking, Discord, me putting you last is kind of funny to me, but I was like, I don't know why. But Sierra that's the vote that counts. That's the vote that we have to look at. I'm talking about the whole day. Discord. The whole day. I was like, you put that baby 4th? Was that going to make her be last? I'm so confused. Like, what is going on today? What is really happening here? Mind you, Juicy got her in 3rd because there were other things that needed to be done, but also she was trying to play a fair game, and she knew that Sierra was coming for Discord, so it's like, let me make sure my girlie is good. While otherwise, it's just putting the point. I just thought this was wild. And for Discord, I'm thinking to myself, baby, you did trick her. I wouldn't have fell for it because I can see how you move and operate. I've seen you walk. I know Britney Spears right now may not be the smoothest butter in the market, but like, I would have known better. But I guess it worked. I love how Discord explained it too. She's like, well, I didn't mention the Britney thing, so I guess that felt. That tickled me so much because to me, I even think Discord's like, how could she fall for that? I was like, I am starting to like her. I am starting to like this one. She's silly. But for Mikey, now look, Mia got her in third, and so did Nene. Even Juicy, I'm like, Mikey, I wouldn't even be looking at any of these three. It's Darlene giving you last position, sister. Vita putting you there. Sierra, this is the one that was like, Discord, Discord, Discord. Arya Starking, okay? Now, RuPaul pulls up in some navy, a little darker than that. Blue in this. I forget the collar that is called, where it's just like all of that. But yeah, RuPaul's putting on her political colors to announce that there is a maxi challenge of satirical political ad proportions. I should get an Emmy for that. Satirical political ad proportions, everybody. Thank you. I'm here till the end of this. No, that's not black. That's blue. It looks black right now on your screen, but I can see it on mine with a little bit of the color boosted up. It's a blue. It's a deep, deep blue. What was I about to say? My brain gave up. Oh, okay, maybe me saying this again will help. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hit the like button, share, subscribe. Become a part of this Rant Pack family. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you would be so kind, leave a comment at the end of this video talking about this week's episode. And if you want to drop a little love in my jar, please and thank you. It is paypal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $Matt924, and Venmo Hattie-Rants if you want to send me any Valentine's Day love today for whatever reason. Or maybe send it to my kitty cats because we need to get more wet food. Yes, we do. I got to get Mamu fat. Well, me is the biggie now, and Mamu the slim. And I got to get him to be the biggie, and I got to get her to lose. Who's the greedy eater? That's Mina. But no, RuPaul has them pull nuts out of a bag by everyone's favorite space bar in the brain, Bruno over here. I just assume if I'm thinking of his thoughts, it's all underscore, underscore, underscore. But God bless them because people, it's beautiful. Brazil. But everyone has a matching nut. We've got Darlene with Vita. We've got Jane with Kenya. We've got Mia with Juicy. Nene Coco with Discord Adams. And we've got Athena with Mickey. In these political ads, they all will have to choose on what props they would like to cover. They're either going to be for or against them. And it's supposed to be those ads in reference like what we're dealing with right now. The house fact. Midterms are coming up, everybody. Please register to vote. I'm registered. I'm ready. The way I'm going to walk up in there like I'm about to do something big, child. I'm not even playing with you. I'm going to be hitting them. Oh. Who do you want? This one. I've been paying attention recently a lot more than I think I ever have to make sure every name I put down is going to be something in someone who is going to do the work. And I know it's a lot of, bullshit out there right now, trust, but I'm like, this time is, I really have to be very hyper focused on what is happening because I cannot. That part, tall guy. Shout out to Jasmine Crockett. So listen. Everybody kind of gets what they want, but it's the titty, bib, and padding conversation where we get Darlene and Vita on because Dar wanted to do it, but Mia said, not this star. It's not going to happen. And it was a back and forth for the ages. It really wasn't, but Mia wasn't moving. Now, I'm getting very tired of the ageism, and I get it's fun to do, but it's not funny for a lot of us. And for most of us who have seen people not be able to experience life moving forward, as well as those who are taken advantage of who are older. And when we bring up Mia being so much older than Juicy, I'm going, it's Mia clocking in and going, I'm sorry, are you not a bedroom queen? Like literally that's your whole fucking aesthetic. So what are you talking about? I was like, darn, don't make me mad at you, sister. I know you playing, but like the fuck. I'm Athena in this moment. Like, Jesus, this is about to be a lot. Everybody wants to move on with their scenes, but Darlene makes a very wise and smart decision here. And it could work in her favor later. Hey, you say I got my way before. We're going back and forth. You don't want to move. Let's say I let you have this. The next time we come up for a role or anything, and it's me and you want the same thing, you have to let me get my way. And they hugged and all that on it. So I said, Darlene, that was smart to do. It also shows you're good for conflict and being able to be like, I can move forward on from this. I'll just whatever. I'm going to pivot. But it may really help you out later, especially in a situation where, yes, you're going to have to fight for something again, but she got to give it to you because you let her have it. And look what happened. It was good. It was good. I was like, that's smart, Dar. Come on, Dar. Not my nickname for Dar. I'll do like call her Dar. Let me get in this live chat because there's a lot going on here. I'm trying to stay focused because the people be saying I'm off topic all the time. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Let's see here. Oh, Joel, congratulations. Congratulations on the engagement. Oh, my goodness. Okay, Joel. So what am I doing now, baby? I got to send a video message for y'all at the reception. Is that what's happening? I can't sing at your wedding now, sister. I'm just going to tell you this. I don't know what state you're in. If it's a red one, they ain't going to let me be in there. Yeah? Yeah? Okay, that's what we doing. Okay, so let's talk about the wedding venues, okay? Church, no. Beach, maybe. Cottage, possibly. Mountains, maybe. But not like during a time when people go people hunting. You know, you've seen the files. But like all of it. No, but congratulations, baby. Sincerely. It's a beautiful thing. I'm here for it. I love that, Dion. Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. I'm proud of my rant pack over here doing y'all's things. Good for yous. But let's get back to it here. Juicy and me are in trouble. And that's us going back to it. Oh, Michelle Visage once again directing the ads for these queens. We're gonna run through this because I just kind of want to talk about the ads, but I knew my baby Juicy was gonna be in trouble, child. I said, "Oh Lord." I don't know if that's gonna become a thing later where they address like you need a little help to push you forward into your greatness sometimes when it comes to the stuff that you're unsure about. When you know what you're doing, like dancing, nothing can be said. But when it comes to the things that, you know, Juicy may feel she has a little trepidation towards, that's when it's like there's some encouragement or I guess guidance that they need a little bit to get them forward. And Mia, while being their auntie in dance, can guide. But this is also something that's tough for Mia too. So it's more of like Juicy having to figure this out on her own, and it didn't do well. Now, when we go into the RDR bit, and I love how everyone kept bringing it up, pull out that character, pull out that character. That's the whole character for that situation with Michelle. Why would that make sense here? And so you're asking them to do something that doesn't make sense for what they wrote down. I don't think she need to be pushed through in these moments. And I don't want to be a celebrator of that if that's how they're going to win things. I want them to find it on their own. But at the same time, I do love me some Juice down, and she's talented as fuck. It's just these moments here where we have a little bit of a, you know, a crack in the armor. And you start to see that there are some things that they could work on themselves. Now, Lydia, well, How did I miss that up? How did I miss that up? How did I miss that up? Oh my God. Discord. absolutely by accident. I am upset at myself. I wasn't even thinking of Lydia Collins. I was thinking of Lydia Dietz, but it just came out like because she's dressed as her specifically. But I hollered. I thought, oh, okay, this is where Discord needed to shine. Give them some improv challenges. Let's get something going here with acting, a little bit of this. I like that. I was like, okay, this opens them up a little bit. So it's just not what we have been seeing so far with RuPaul laughing at some baby's walk, right? And Nene over here, mind you, has been doing very well this competition. Look at that. Discord had to come in and help her sister, the one that she does not see it for or who has not seen it for this entire time, which they bonded over this experience, which was great. But I thought it was really cool. Like, I like this for Nene because it was as if she felt Discord hated her. And even in this moment, it was like Discord was actually the one that saved you and pulled you out of your headspace. Because sometimes Nene gets in that cocoa and Discord said, no, this is how I do it. And I like how it wasn't like, girl, you fuck it up. It was very, this is how I do it. Just saying, like, you don't have to, but that's kind of where I would go with it. And it gave Nene a little bit of a, oh, that's right. This is how I want to do it. Okay, let's go. And that extra confidence and helped her push through. So I was here for this. I loved it. What's up, Eve? How you doing, baby? And hey, Soulful Dog, welcome to the chat. Over 130 plus of you here today. Thank you so much for being here. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, become part of this Rainpack family, and drop it to people if you feel like it for Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. I really don't have notes for either of these two. Kenya, I felt they played you a tad bit with your commentary about how you did the whole ad with this. You should have been. I said, there go Jamal doing global commentary again. I did one of these when I heard that. I was like, they were kind of great across the board, just like how Discord and Nene was, just like how Athena and Brain come back and Mikey were. I was like, don't like that you were finding things to talk about. That's why I haven't enjoyed you on the panel in quite some time. But yes, continue. Thank you so much for the super chat. APS, how you doing, my friend? I know, listen, baby, what time is it over there? Aren't you in Thailand, friend? I'm trying to remember what part of the world you're in. What time is it over there? I got you up. Isn't it 1 a.m.? What you doing up this late? Thank you so much for the super chat. As Ginger Min has opened the door, I think it's a great time for Robbie Turner can make a comeback and do drag again. I just want them to roll up in an Uber. It's you're in Bangkok. Okay, work 2:18 a.m. Oh my gosh, thank you for watching me so late in the evening. Have a great night. Once this is over, get you some rest, baby. And thank you for tuning it over there in Bangkok. You know I can't say that word correctly. It's disgusting. 4 skin and 7 rings ago. Let me stop. Oh, Vita. Oh, I love Vita. I do. That's my baby. I feared the worst, and then the worst happened. I said, oh my God, this episode it feels like it's being written for the fall, and I'm getting sick. I'm getting sick. I said either she's going to have to lip sync for her life and then she's saved or whatever. But I was like, baby, the writing is on the wall. This is getting scary. She's the one that had the worst time next to Juicy. And if they put those two together, I said, I don't know about this episode. This is a lot. But the Discord and Nene Coco friendship is a welcome surprise, and I'm here for it. And it's also nice to see Discord open up. But I was here for Kitty Davenport getting her dues and love because y'all know I stand her down. I love you. I was wearing her merch shirt for the last video I did for UK versus the World. But you already know my mommy's Honey Davenport, and all the Davenports I show my respects to in terms of family wise. But Honey is. I miss my mama. I haven't seen Honey in a minute, but Kennedy is that girl. And she always forever will be, especially when it comes to Southern excellence and drag pageantry levels. That's the stuff I would see growing up through my years of watching drag, and even now. And Kennedy is not older than me like that, but I'm just saying I'm in the same generation is seeing her go to these pageants and perform, doing this, that, and the other, and being in the audience, like, work, like all that kind of shit. So like, I love Mia's auntie is Kennedy, and she's teaching them one of the quick little 8 counts, a quick little 16, little wah, 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 wah. I said, wait a minute, I know that, Buck. I was hollering. I'm like, I know that, Buck. Come on now. That's cute. That was cute. It's a cute moment. You can see everybody doing it. If you know the little stunts, you know the little stunts, little whoop de woos. But Discord story, you know, being close to someone and then they become radicalized, and that person ends up inflicting their frustrations that they've been taught and brainwashed with out on them. All right, Emrick, you better post my interview with Kenny Davenport, period. I was so nervous. I always am when I respect someone. I just get so nervous and tongue-tied. I'm like, ooh. But no, this moment with Discord is also, I think, my beep, beep, beep. I was like, yeah, I like her. I'm in. I'm locked on this one, because Discord has been talking a lot about you know, really important issues, and I've noticed that they very much speak up on a lot of things, and I respect that as well. But I'm sorry, baby, 98% of my drag that I created was destroyed by some I like want to go fight them for her. Like, you know, I like to swing, so I'm over here like, oh my God, who is it? Please drop an at me, because there is no way we can let that go. I hope that they press charges of some kind. I hope some sort of anything happened to where I know there's no way you can get all of that back, especially if it's something you created. You just can't recreate the same things again. It won't be the same. But like, I'm sorry. Like, I hope some sort of like property damage or something was, you know, at least to get something back in reference for that, because that's just not okay. And I get that a lot of these folks out here feel like they're justified in what they do, but I'm gonna tell you this right now, they're not. They're not. Not even close to it. But I'm glad this conversation was happened. This conversation happened in reference to the smoke screening that's currently taking place, but also how dangerous it is for a lot of these queens and people in the queer community to be in certain red states and spaces. I live in a red state. I lived in Alabama for quite some time, and I left Alabama because of the shit that Vita was talking about. Like, I have all my family in there. There's a lot, actually not all of it, but a lot of my family's there. My family's from Alabama. That's the base. I hated living out there, and there's nothing wrong with Alabama in terms of the people who are living there right now. Like, you know, that's your state. Like, live, own, do whatever. But for me, I was like, oh no, this is for me, because it's a little too. We don't want to go there. We don't want to change. We're fine. Like, I don't like that. Like, I'm ready for the next step, the next level, and trying to see things what's up. But shout out to my babies in Bama, because that's where my family's from. I always hold my roots there, but I know there are so many things that could really change that state, and it would be such a better place. It is really a beautiful state, honestly. Alabama's beautiful, not gonna lie, beautiful. But Birmingham and Huntsville. But I lived in Birmingham for a few years. I worked at that Hoover Mall. And I worked at the Summit, as well as for I won't give too much away, but I work for a bigger company out there in Mountain Brook too. So I'm naming a bunch of places. If you live in Birmingham or you know about Birmingham, that will give you an indicator that I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Yeah, I worked in Mountain Brook. I worked near the Summit at one point in time, and I worked in the Hoover area. And I used to love going to that Flip Burger, if it's still there in the Summit. I don't even know if it's there anymore, but that was one of my favorite places to go. They had dry ice milkshakes there. Yeah, I thought it was so cool. But no, I like the smoked mayo for the burgers. Oh, so good. But yes, I'm sorry. We got to witness Slave for You choreography in real time. Mia Star, I thank you. I thank you so much. As a Britney fan, once they went like that, I was like, I know this choreography. I wanted to jump in. You hear me? I wanted to get in the back and be like, yes! Y'all don't know. I wish this new generation got to see the Britney Christina era go down. Y'all, clips will never justify TRL days. I'm really not even trying to down on my little young babies because y'all got these new girls now and I see the moment. You will never know the Christina and the Britney days. And I got one even better for you because, bitch, I'm old enough to say this. The Michael Jackson era. I wish you want to talk about stars. You want to talk about like without social media, these people were fucking everywhere. You do not know because y'all got the internet now. That's great. And it's so awesome because trust me, we really could have used that shit. We could have used it back then, but if you only knew how we were getting information only from via commercials on television or posters that you would drive by on the bus at places and certain stops, that's how you got your tea. The radio's telling you stuff. Girls don't be listening to radio no more. We be on the radio now. This is us. Janet, I'm gonna do it just for the Velvet Rope, just for you and I. Janet Jackson live at such and such stadium, Velvet Rope tour. Boom, 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 boom. Get your tickets now, and you'd have to go to the ticket station master. You're not online. No, none of that. No waiting rooms. None of that. You're standing outside. As a matter of fact, my last little point is aging me, and this is before I knew she was a piece of fucking shit. J.K. Rowling, bitch ass. I would stand in lines for the Harry Potter books. And I will never forget how long I sat in that line for that last book. I will never forget. I'm talking about 6 hours. I sat there in Memorial City Mall in Houston, Texas, while a line wrapped all the way out the mall, okay? Just trying to get a book, not a movie, not to go see somebody in concert, a book. Do you understand me? Like, y'all, there are no Kindles with a book, okay? Wow. When you would purchase an album or a CD and you're playing it, because you'd have to let that sucker play all the way through, and you get to the last track, but the last track's really not the last track, and there's those hidden songs that they always put. Those were the days. I used to love that. It's like, wait, where did this song come from? It's not on the album. It's not even. Oh my goodness. Good stuff. Okay, sorry. It takes me back to those moments. We're in the same age bracket. So that's why they're like, we had things. We were a proper. No, we weren't. We were never. We were never. It just got worse. Okay, let's talk about these outfits. Michelle. Leland ran into Raven in the hallway, and that's why Leland looks like that. It's like the Ark of the Covenant. I want Jamal's suit to fit so bad. Do I like RuPaul's dress? I kind of like it in this picture. I didn't care for it when I was watching it live, but now that I'm looking at it like this, I actually live. I do. I like the colors. It's pretty. I think maybe this is where I'm having my issue, is this right here. It's a 2-piece is my problem. I want it to be a 1-piece so bad. It's a 2. Is that what y'all feeling too? Yeah, see, then when I look at it like this, I'm like, I guess this is supposed to be a necklace. It looks like it's giving me indigenous art, but it may be completely wrong about it, but something about the way it's shaped feels that way. I don't know. I do like what she did here. I do like what Raven did there. This wig is high, honey. I actually like this wig. I'm not gonna lie. I do. It's a little high. I just don't like that it's a two-piece. I want it to be all one thing. But you know what? What do I know? Michelle looks fine today. It's a little, purple leopard. Jamal Sims, we spoke of you. Leland, thank you though. Thank you though. The music's been good. Honestly, I remember one drag con, I was just being dumb and I saw him walking just randomly. I'm like, come on, Leland. He turned into one of these. Because I was like, love your music, Leland. Like, honestly, and he was like, thank you, just real quick. So he was, even in passing, he was not an asshole. So I remember those moments. But it was funny. He was just walking through DragCon, child. Yeah, so sometimes you just see folks, it's like, there ain't no boo, just say hi. But let's get to the runway. If you want to vote in this live today, the numbers is the best way to do so. 1 means everything, 10's across the board. 2, it's kind of like, okay, you would change some things. It's not bad and it's not good. And then 3, it's a chop. She got to go back to the family, not winning that prize money for the ball. Ooh, girl, guess you got to get back to the Kiki scene, and ain't nothing wrong for that. Shout out to my Kiki queens out there. And then 4 is hell. There is no escape. Pam Bondi. Ooh, that's a great way to put it. 4 is Pam Bondi. A piece of fucking shit. A lying piece of fucking shit. A lying piece of fucking shit who protects. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate you for being here today. Let's keep it on track, shall we? Jane Don't. How are we feeling about this? Because Candy hated everything that was on the stage. I love a good Lee Bowery reference. I'm okay with this. I prefer other things that she's worn, but I do like that she showed us a little bit of where her mind is at and what she loves with the Lees and the Boweries of it all, but I'm giving it a good 2. I've seen her pump down this runway and chew, and this one's okay. Happy V-Day, Ivy. Kenya, please, Kenya, you get points just because you said Xenon. You get points just for that reference. Just for the reference. Now I gotta talk about the outfit. Chop. And I love you, sister. Chop. I love you down. Chop. Profit. This weather in Houston. Where are you at in Texas? Chap, baby, it's supposed to be like tornadoes. As a matter of fact, I need to hurry up and get to my point of view because I'm supposed to go pick up dinner for Valentine's Day. But yeah, I love Kenya, but I was like, oh, she's so cute and she's a pretty girl. That's a beautiful face. No. Oh, see, you're in Dallas, so you've already got the storm before we're about to get it. It's coming in now. I'm looking at my forecast. They say it's gonna be the worst tonight. But yeah, this was something. Juicy Love Dion. I think this is the first time she didn't mention me and my designer. This is fabulous. Very pretty. It is like they were saying, ready for the Met. I'm just ready for the runway. Maddie, do you have a Valentine? I do. I do. Yeah. Juicy looks great. I think this is an excellent outfit. This pink is wonderful. I love this headpiece and everything. It's beautiful. Down. It's beautiful down. Mia Starr is next. I like the wig. I'll go. fuck. I know it looks like the same wig she just wore, low key, but I like the wig. I did. That purple's pretty. The outfit's all right, but I think I was stuck up here going, yeah, I want that hair. I just like that color so much. It looks so pretty on her skin. I was like, ooh, I might need to invest in this color purple. I think I low-key want that wig. Mia, can I ask you where you got that, sister? Because I think I might have to buy that from you, girl. Because that, yeah. Yeah, I like that purple. I gave it extra points because I like that wig. I think her makeup is really good too. I think they sleep on her mug. Mia be mugging. She be muggy, honestly. So I got to give it to me. Like the outfits may not be hitting all the time, but Mama's face be right where the money's at. And I did like this wig. I gave it a 2 on upstairs presentation. Darlene Mitchell is next. Bianca was not lying. It needs an earring bad. Like a little button earring would have been really cute. She needed a button earring. But I like this. The Rocky Horror Picture Show meets Frankenfurter sort of well, that is Rocky Horror Picture, but I meant to say Frank and Lisa sort of bit. I kind of like this. Yeah, I thought this was cute. And it was creative and like also unexpected. It's like you got the body, but you have it through the x-ray. I hate the shoes. I think Michelle's a liar, but I'll be quiet. Oh my God, I hate them shoes, bro. With this dress. But okay, Michelle, you got your way. Bet. Talk about such a pleasing shoe. Give me the big round up. Give me them clown heels again, Darlene. Don't listen to that lady. I want to see you in the support heel. I need to see you in them Dr. Scholl's. Come on. They are the same shoes from the challenge. And you know they've dragged other girls for that, but I guess it doesn't matter. This time, Vita Von Teese Star is next. I like this, but it's not as see-through. Like, I wanted more see-through happening, especially for the challenge here. And I think she looks pretty. I'm so used to seeing bigger on her. And for me, this is why I was like a little torn by everything. Because I'm just used to seeing a little bit bigger going on. But she's so pretty. The muggy is wuggy. I love the headpiece too. I think that's popping. That's really where it's at. Yeah. Yeah, I wish there was more of those accents of the water splashing on her. Mm-hmm. You said I hated those shoes. Yeah, I hated certain colors of those shoes. I hated when it was like French's mustard. You know what I'm saying? Like, but right now, I'm sorry, I don't like the peekaboos. I'd rather she put on them little clown hoppers, give her a little support something. I don't like the little peekaboos. I don't like the little peekaboos on them feet. Girl, no. Girl, no. Chop. No, not Mikey, but no, baby. I love you down, sister. You look old as fuck. This is my old ass saying. I just had a whole conversation about ages. I was like, no. I was like, no. No. I was like, Cache, Shantae, no way. No. You look like you're about to make an Instagram video that's going to get you taken off of a Real Housewives legacy show. Star booty chop. Oh. Shout out to everybody that knew that little Abraham, shut the fuck up. I don't care. I'm going to say it. Okay. Go off, Jill. I think that's the best part about how that happened to her was her going, I don't care if I lose followers. Oh, honey, followers? Oh, sweetheart. Yeah, you're gonna have to learn to stay in those spaces and speak your race shit, in person with them folks versus getting on the cameras and trying to appease the people. I thought to myself, child, she done dropped all her opportunities and she didn't deserve them. But let's talk about somebody who's actually puss, who's actually giving, who I think is everything and then some. Okay, Mikey. I don't know what they was talking about in the pit stop today. Puss, darling. Simple yet effective, in my opinion. I don't give a fuck about them talking about these roots and stuff. I'm sorry. I thought this wig was hot for shit. I love these glasses on the look. I love the makeup to go with the glasses. I like the lip. I was here for it. I was here for it. I don't know why, but I was here for it. I was here for it. There is going to be another look that will trump this. Ooh. Hold it up. Hold it up. Hold it up. Hold it up. It's the glasses for me. I think that's why I think it's so like hot. Because she's wearing these glasses, but she has the lingerie and it's sort of that effect. Like I wish there was a little bit more dimension on the actual clear part. I like that wig. I know my sister has some opinions about, outfits today, but we weren't talking about somebody's face being dragged by a truck. But it is what it is. I think Mama is puss. Oh, yeah. WW. This is her best look. Discord. I said, oh, 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 oh. The face piece that was made was fabulous. But the walk is still horrible. But I mean, I said outfit wise with the bodysuit and the way that everything was put together with the wings and the wig and the placement of everything, it was well thought out. I was like, this is very well thought out. Very well done. She said a biblically accurate angel, and I thought from the world of Guillermo del Toro versus like an actual biblically accurate angel, which as a Christian, I'm gonna argue about that a little bit. But I would say this is giving me Guillermo del Toro's version of an angel mixed with a pixie fairy and Pan's Labyrinth tease walking like that to scare the children across the yard. Yeah, I wouldn't give it for that because I don't think that's accurate. But, we're different when it comes to that. Nini Coco is next. I love this so, 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 so much. So much. Isis, I agree with you. That's why I always laugh whenever that point comes up because it's like, well, that's you, and then there's us, and then there's them, and then there's we. But no, this is my favorite of the week. Nini Coco. Favorite. I thought this was everything and then some. And I hated that it was dragged to a pit stop. I was like, girl, what are y'all talking about? What are we talking about? I almost wish she didn't take off the wrapper on her face. I almost wish she just kept it on. Like, that is so fucking cool. It's so cool. The earrings got me. The earrings, a little blow pop. I was like, yeah. And it says Nini Coco all over the wrapper. Have you had Nini Coco? I liked it. And the nails were fucking pretty. I was like, oh, those nails are cute. Let's talk about these ads. Thank you again for tuning in. Hit that like button, share, subscribe, become part of this Rant Pack family. Appreciate you for being here. And if you want to drop a little bit of love in our jars, please and thank you. It is paypal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $924, and Venmo-Rants. Happy Valentine's Day. Whether you have a loved one or you have family or friends that love you, or you love yourself, because that is the most important thing. I'm sending love to you out there in the universe, in the world, and wherever you're at, and hoping you receive that love and feel the same, because love is important and we all deserve love. Love, 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 love makes the world go round. Puppy, dog, kitty, cats. That was the most stupid part of that whole bit from the Powerpuff Girls. Like you got, what is it? Buttercup doing love, love, love. Then Bubbles comes in saying some like real like prophetic shit and all that about the things that we do. And all of a sudden, here come Blossom, who's supposed to be the leader. Puppy dogs, kitty cat. I said, now how you get the slow? Wait, what's happening? How you get the dribbles? How you get that? How you get the dribbles? What's going on? I heard that they moved a lot of the Cartoon Network older shows to Tubi. So shout out to Tubi, I guess. Y'all need to work on y'all's layout and platform. That shit is giving very early 2000s tease. It drags my soul, but pop off. But it's one of my favorite little episodes from Powerpuff Girls. Let's talk about the Prop C Queens. Jane was great. Gonorrhea? she has a real taste for STI, STD jokes. Real talk. I said, this is the second time you have made something up where we've talked about either a Siffy or a Agami. But it was still funny. And Kenya, you ate. I don't care what Jamal says. You did good, sweetie. You did good. You did good. Oh, Ben, I don't know what's going on, baby, but I hope you get through, and I hope it does not hold you down, and don't let it hold you down. You got this, okay? Trust and believe, bitch. I'll be going through a mental breakdown every other fucking day, okay? But no, I really like these two. They worked very well together, and I thought it was a good balance. And I enjoyed this bit. The Roxy Andrews Fund, Jinx Monsoon can still catch these hands. Organization followed by where my people at. Hold on a second, real quick. Y'all. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to confirm because it's about to storm my dinner plans and everything else that's happening here. So please forgive me because the entire outside just turned to pitch black. And I was like, okay, I need to get up like real quick. I need to make sure everything's good. But yes, I thought they did great as a group and a duo. Now on to the second group with no on prop DDs. They edited Juicy's very well. They did a good job at editing this to make it palpable. It was very barely that, but they made it palpable. It was all right. It was like, okay. Happy Valentine's Day, honey brown sugar. I woke up this morning. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Ben. My condolences to you, my love. Sincerely. That I literally just lost somebody to colon cancer last week, and then James Vanderbeek as a celebrity. We don't even know this. Goodness gracious, have mercy. It's so sad. I'm sorry about that, friend. I'm sending my love to you. You know, Mia did actually a good job. I also thought this was a tad bit nitpicky, if I'm going to be honest with you. I said a word. It may have made sense or not, JC. I don't know, bitch. I'm just trying to get through the fuck this. Come on now. Give me a goddamn break. Y'all know I'm not always right. Okay. I meant to say palpable, bitch. Okay. Palatable, spaghettable. Circus. Listen, we got to keep going. The live chat, we got to stay focused here now. I mean, y'all trying to drop me off, and these people always get mad when I make the videos too long. So listen, Mia's was fine. I thought they were nitpicky a little bit with her titties. I was like, she just needed to jiggle them. She was clearly giving big breasted church lady. Like, I'm not sure why she needed to show her titties. But I thought it was personally funny, and I thought she did a pretty good job. What would Dolly do was a great way to end it. Shit, not me having to keep people in line. Goddamn. Yeah. You know I have ADHD and will sit on a topic for 50 minutes. Look, how am I here? Okay, come on. Now, prop for real, I thought was good when Darlene was on camera. Darlene ate this, low-key. Darlene chewed this actually up. This was so funny. I was like, yep. Every little bit of it. I'm glad she didn't take Michelle's note of like literally doing Jennifer Coolidge, but instead she just was like, oh, I'll be an idiot. I'm like, yes, please don't do Jennifer Coolidge. We don't need to see just the people that they think are funny. Just get it Jennifer Coolidge-esque, but not all the way there, right? So I was like, okay. That, and this is brought to you by my whole but Vita. Ooh. And I mean, ooh. Because it was just, I'm a drag queen and I could do this, that. What about money? It was like, oh my God. I said, at least she looked good. But when she stepped on that set and said, what is a B-roll? I said, oh God. When I promise you, and I put this on God and everything, that is a question you should have asked your sisters before you walked into the room. And then in my mind, they gave you a whole outline to make everything. And then there's a section 4 said B-roll. And that's what they were referring to. And maybe you weren't paying attention when you were putting it together. And it was just scene by scene by scene for you. And you just didn't know. I mean, I wouldn't expect everybody to know everything about like filming and that. But when that shit happened, I was like, no. And I'm not used to doing that and this, that, and the other. And I'm thinking to myself, bitch, if you don't pee on the floor and call it milk, I don't know what to tell you. Like at this point, hey, you know what show you sign up for. You're gonna have to get real silly, sweetie. I love y'all down. You may not be an acting queen, and I know this is not in everyone's like wheelhouse and stuff, but it is very. Isn't it always fun to see people push themselves to the different levels and extent? And it may not go right, but at least there was a try in there. And I can see the work that was put in with Vita. But what I also saw was, a trepidation of wanting to like make themselves look foolish. And I needed them to be a little bit more, ready to jump, because this ended up being their demise this week. And I hated that for them. Athena did very good. Very, 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 very good. Sanila, Maddie, been watching since season 9. Oh my gosh. The moment, hold on. Look who wants to say hi, everybody. It's Mamo. There you go. I'm going to put you down, but. He literally just reached out to me. I don't know if his arm got in the camera. I was like, wait, what happened? You want scratchies? Oh, okay. You want to sit up here with daddy? Mom has asthma, so you may hear him huffing and puffing. You want to shoot up here with Pop Pop? Okay, that's fine. You can get, whenever you jump off me, don't you bare your fucking nails at me though. But you can hop off when you want to. Okay. But yeah, I thought Athena did a good job. I was like, okay, all right. She played that Southern, very hypocritical Christian woman on the I don't want trade in the house. It was very good. I liked her facial expressions too whenever she was doing everything and with the hot dogs raining in the back. I thought Athena did very well. I wish her runway was a little bit better, but Athena cut up. I was proud because they've been sleeping on Athena a little bit. Mikey's character I love so very much. Oh, Bubba. Y'all see Mamu? You're my baby. I know. I know. I love you. I know. I know. We're almost done, and I'm gonna give you all the time you need. Right now. I promise. We gotta put some lotion on this. You gotta scab, Bubby. You've been scratching too much. We talked about that. Okay. All right, Bubby. All right. Yeah, Mikey was doing it. Okay. Mikey was doing the do, and I was very much here for Mikey's foolish show. I thought it was so funny. In that character, they said hi, but you can call me Lollipop, and then it was let me say it in Spanish. No, Mikey's whole ad was so funny. You're digging your nails into my leg. You know I love you, Mamu. But this part also had me hollering too. It was the brought to you by the International Society of Party Girls and Mark. I was like, okay, Mikey, welcome back. Welcome back. Do not let these girls play with you. You know you're that bitch. I was happy. Athena and Mikey to me had like one of the best ads or like duo pairs together. And then not surprisingly, because we saw in the rehearsals, dang, Discord was good too. I was like, okay, Discord. That was so good. Like, she did do a little Alaska moment, Red for Filth with the whole sisters, and all that kind of stuff. Like we could, as classic Drag Race fans, clock a little bit, but it still landed very well. It landed very well, and I was like, "Okay, girl, this is all right, Lydia." I said Lydia again." I said, "Discord brought me back. I'm in for the Discord, honey. She can't walk, sister, but she can take me somewhere." Club 96 too, yeah, Club 96 and Red for Phil. And Nene, because Mamu's hair is getting in my nose. Oh my god, Nene was good too. I liked her bit as well. You can get sick from sister dick. And it was kind of, I said these two actually did a very good job. And I love that because to me, Discord was in the safe zone for quite some time with a little moments here and there of conversation, but it not really ever going to that next step. And so now it's like Discord has landed on the board. And again, this was a good episode. And I'm also glad I didn't fall into that fake drama. So glad I didn't do that. Aren't we, Mamu? It's time to cut your nails. It's time. We got to cut these nails. Those are so long. So, judging takes place. To me, it was a lot of highs and just two lows. Like, I know some folks were in the lower bracket, but it felt more like they were looking for things to say, like for Kenya and Mia, for example, and it was always Jamal being the one delivering a note. Ooh, that's true. Every time it needed to be like some sort of light negative, not like if there's a positive, but someone got to deliver a negative. It's like Jamal gonna do it. You cannot. Okay, sorry, I'm scratching your butt. We gotta put some baby. This is dry. Why is this dry? You like it when I'm doing that? Yeah. Yeah, that's my baby. That's my baby. My first baby. Sorry, y'all. The sun is on my lap. You know I gotta give Babu some love. But Mikey winning, I was here for it. Not gonna lie. I thought it was interesting they named 3 people in the top because I was like, dang, I thought that you were just gonna say a bunch of people's names or give it by the group. I am a little surprised they didn't do it by the group. Oh, I got a cough. Give me a second. Okay, ooh. I kind of like Mikey winning for the storyline of was almost sent home on a technicality based on some BS vote. And then they come back in the following week and it's like, all right, bitches, y'all played with me. And Rue's back to judging again. Let's see how this works out now. There's now been a new winner every episode, which is I've been finding interesting. Juicy's the only one with 2. But now that she's been in the bottom this week, that track record gets, docked a little bit. It gets dropped a bit lower now because it's a little bit of an up and down inconsistency, if you will, of moments of maybe being in trouble, maybe not being in trouble. Oh, someone got that dude on his motorcycle. When they were saying who was going to be in the bottom, they had Mia and Juicy with Vita. Mia, Juicy, and Vita in the bottom. I could not believe out of all the queens that were there, I was like, uh-oh. I said, so either way, whoever's going to go home, this is going to suck. Whoever is going home, this is going to suck. And they said Juicy and Vita's name. I'm talking about, bitch, I was Kenya in that moment. Gag. I was they were gagged. Everybody was, because I think they were thinking it was going to be based off of the group, and it was going to be Mia and Juicy in the bottom, and then they have to lip sync against each other, right? And I also think that they didn't want that to happen because they know they were going to have to give another double Shantae. And no one was going to go home because, Juicy and Mia would have cleared Houdini. They already worked on doing the choreography together in Untucked. They were going to do the Britney choreography together on stage for that, which would have been so fire to see. I'm kind of mad we were robbed of that a little bit. That would have been very cool to see. But yeah, Vita has been struggling a tad bit these last couple of episodes, and it's just now caught up to her. It just is unfortunate because of who she's in the bottom with. Somebody who we know is going to pee on that stage when it comes to performing. But you can tell that our little juice box over here was really taking it hard because they got close to Vita, as well as like them not wanting to disappoint themselves and feeling that they're going to be disappointing others. I saw that little baby getting all up in their head, child. I said, oof. I don't like Houdini as a Dua Lipa song. Wasn't my favorite. It was kind of a significant song to indicate that album wasn't going to sell, and we were right. Vita did fine, and she did a good job. And if this had been somebody else, sure. That was the problem. I was like, ooh. Ooh, had it been anybody else? Yeah. You know what, water dispenser? I challenge that with the no. And I believe there's another song I would give credit to, and it wouldn't be Houdini. I forget what the name of the song is, but there's one that I like a little bit more. But that poor album, I don't know what happened to Dua. That poor Radical Optimism is such a crazy name for an album. Radical Optimism, what? And it's her in the ocean with sharks. You just don't get the visual. I don't. I don't. It's stupid. Radical optimism. I know where to go. Like, what? Yeah, Vita was fine, but she's against Juicy, and Juicy was moving to the beat. Okay, the body was hitting all the right positions. Every time she wanted to make an exaggerated point, it landed right on the money. And Vita was doing fine, but it's hard. It's hard in this case when Mama over here, stunt work is so smooth and clean. The walkovers were so clean. I love those little back walkovers. She did her signature move with the handstand, legs out, and then throw it into a basically a half. That's not real. It's like I won't say a handspring. It feels like we're going from a handstand and then handspringing into the split. So instead of her just pushing forward into her standing and walking, it goes directly into the split instead. It's such a clean move. To me, once she did the Britney choreography at the end to Houdini, to put I'm a Slave for You choreography together with this song, I know where to go. I know. I was done. I was like, all right, it's a wrap. I was like, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. I love my girl Vita. She still did great, but fuck. I was like, fuck. So Vita, you didn't get swept, baby. Don't let nobody tell you that. You were good. You knew the words too. We saw you moving. It was giving a little bit of a different take on the John. You know what I'm saying? But baby girl, it was just a whole production that was happening over there. That's really what it was. But all the same, Vita left an impact with all of these babies. And her going home this early when everyone predicted her to be in the top is I'm talking about emotions in that room. Juicy was sobbing. And I know she's happy to stay, but it's also like you just lost like a friend. We just lost our sister. We were gonna walk all the way up there with Vita. And I love how Vita ended it, y'all. Vita, that was smart. This was good. This was very good. She said, last words, Vita, Vita, Vita. And everybody, you know you want to eat her. Bring her back. Bring her back. Yeah, Vita definitely deserves another ticket back into the factory. Bring her back. Bring her back. I'm sad Vita left, but honestly, it was kind of getting a little getting a little shaky at the end there. It was getting a little shaky, no. And then when we finally got you in the bottom, you just so happened to be against a beast when it comes to performing. So it's kind of how that went down. But I'm going to say it. Vita was one of my favorites this season. I love her drag. I think she's incredibly talented. All my love to my babies out there in Alabama, especially my Black queer babies out there in Alabama. Okay, I know. Stand tall. But seriously, Vita, congratulations, because you honestly brought some incredible looks. But honestly, you've created some beautiful things that we've just loved, breathed for, and everything else like that. I would love to see you back on TV again. Please call her back. They do monologue lip syncs. They just don't do them consistently. They've done them before. It's definitely has been done before, but there's also not ones that can be cleared instantly. And some of the ones that we find to be the most iconic, maybe some of the most expensive pieces of media that they'd have to then use for a lip sync, that hopefully they have the right queens to then do said lip sync, so that way the viewership will matter and it would count and it wouldn't be a bust. Because there are some points where we know they spent a lot of money on a song and that episode was trash and there was no payback for that reward. No Emmy this year, honey. Just say it. So that's maybe one of the reasons why you don't see it that often. Could be multiple choice answers. But poor Vita. I still love Vita. She was great. It just was a tough way. I was like, damn, not Vita. Not now. That was how I felt. Like, not now. But she'll be good. And please support Vita. Vita, if you're in Houston, darling, I need to find out so I can go to the bar and tip you, doll. But also, I I need her back onto the season and let it be creative as fuck. Like how Canada had all them sewing challenges last season. Let's do that. Let's do that. Because Mama, we know Mama can make an outfit down, okay? But yes. Thank y'all so much for tuning in today. I hope you had a wonderful time with me talking about RuPaul's Drag Race Season 18, Episode 7, Drag Queen for Change. As a reminder, leave a comment at the end of this video, whether you're watching this on the mobile app or whether you're watching this via the landscape mode, in the comment section talking about this week's episode, where there are highs or lows or yeses or nos, whatever you want to talk about in reference to the episode. Please, I'd love to hear your thoughts about it. And for those of you who are in the live chat today, thank you so very much for live commenting on this and giving your takes for the episode, as well as feeding into this, because you were helping with my conversation too. I appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the like button if you want to leave a little tippy poo, because your boy was hosting with the most. And please and thank you. It is paypal.me/Matty-Rants. Catch up to us. I'm at Matt924 and Venmo Matty-Rants. Shout out to Moika all the way out there in France. I appreciate you so much for moderating today. Shout out to my other moderators that were up in here. Shout out to the Rant Pack in general. Shout out to the super chats, as well as the tippy poos that I got today. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful Valentine's Day, whether you're by yourself, with someone, with your family, with your friends or your loved ones. Just know I love you. Just know that somebody does love you. The song is true. And then if you don't have that, you still have yourself, because you loving yourself is the most important thing, because you need to be up tomorrow. You need to see the next day. You ain't got to do that with anybody else, bitch. Okay? So fuck them hoes that they telling you different, because you what? 101. The only one. Okay? Ain't nothing else in this world can compete with me. Addictive. Got them tongues twisted. Boom, boom, boom. Like, I need you to get unique. My neck hurts, y'all. I got to stop talking. Okay, well, I have a Valentine's Day to get to here and enjoy before it turns into a show currently, because the weather is trash. But I do appreciate you very much for being here today. Maybe I'll talk to you about those Valentine's Day plans later. Maybe I'll keep it off the internet, because bitches ain't shit. Maybe you need to be a part of the Discord to get that information. Who knows? I don't know. But make sure you support these queens and make sure you show them some love, and also support your local drag. You wouldn't have Drag Race without it. Thank you. But I will see you for the next one on Tuesday. And if you're on my Patreon, you're going to get something special. There you go. It'll be in the week. It'll be Monday. You'll see. Because y'all have suggested shows, and I'm about to start a new show with y'all on Patreon. Okay, everybody, take care. Bye. That is no. Ow, not this one either. This is the one. There we go. Okay, bye, y'all. I was like, why would I give them a jump scare like that? That's creepy. Okay. Listen.